Ask everybody in RDC. Like before we had money to go to a house, I would move into a house that cost more money than what we make it, so I can force myself to make that amount of money. They had to tell me not to move into a house, and this is absurd. Listen to me. This is Texas. This is absurd. Please hold on. It was $10,000 a month. There is no way we was gonna make $10,000 a month at that point in time. In 3 houses we've been in, we've never made the money for rent until it was time to make the money for rent. Because I feel like you put yourself in a situation where you have to succeed, you gonna succeed.
Yeah,
That's just how I
you
feel.
gotta survive.
Believe it or not, this works. Meaning, I'm in that situation right now. If your rent is life or death to you, you're gonna find a way to pay it. I say this because I've been on both sides of the coin. On one side of the coin, you burn all the bridges and you jump out and you have nothing. And I did that when I was homeless, right? But on the other spectrum, and this is a rare occasion. This is not every situation. You jump in a situation where you have to pay an extreme amount above your income. And you actually can force yourself into alignment because it's all you got. And there is no I'm a relax, I'm a chill, or I'm gonna be broke. Like for instance, I can't do that right now because every day that I'm chilling, I push the goal of further paying my rent further and further away. So I have to pull out all the big guns. I have to believe in my product. I have to believe in my in my services now because it's that or not have no place to live. So that's a further extreme that you don't always notice because that responsibility hack can really depress you because it's a lot of burden putting it on you to say, I gotta pay my rent, I gotta pay my rent, I gotta pay my rent. But that responsibility hack can force you, like the Capricorn, responsibility hack Capricorn can force your subconscious mind, Cancer, to get to emotional alignment. Like the reason why I go so heavy with doing mantras and grounding myself because I have a responsibility every single week to pay rent. So because I have a responsibility every single week to pay rent, I do whatever it takes emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to align myself. And that's what this young man did. So it can work, but it can also trigger you into depression because you feel like it can also trigger you into depression because of responsibility. And I say that in the sense of the negative side of Saturn, where you feel restrictions, you feel fear, you feel doubt because you now have this bill that has to be paid, or you don't eat, or you don't have a place to eat. And I do the same thing with food stamps, right? My every woman, when I say every woman, no cap, every woman that I deal with has told me, go get food stamps, go get food stamps, go get food stamps. I call this the responsibility hack. Because I won't get food stamps, I force myself to perform so I can have food to eat, or I find a way to get free resources to get something to eat or whatever. I force myself to perform so I at a higher level because it's that or not have any money to buy food. So yeah, it works, but it also can depress you because uh again, it's you're forcing yourself into alignment by responsibility. And also, I'll give you an example with my rent, right? So in my rent, I had to ask myself, why all of a sudden am I making $600 a month to pay my rent? And I couldn't figure it out. Because just like this video, that's how you know I'm confirmation I'm on the right track. Sorry. I didn't have a choice. And because and because now I actually have that responsibility, I forced myself to figure it out. So it was like for instance, when my friend called me yesterday, she was like, "Hey, do you need help with the rent?" I said, or she said, "Did you pay your rent? Are you current?" And she was asking me, like, she was really trying to be helpful, and I appreciate her. But I was like, and I said, and she said, "Did you pay your rent?" And I said, "Of course I paid my rent." And what's funny is I reflect on that conversation of saying, "Of course I paid my rent." Like I didn't need her help, was because I'm forced to in this scenario. So I have to do whatever it takes to mentally align as above, so below, so the manifestation can come out, because I'm not good. There is, like I said in the past couple of videos, I entered in according to what this guy says, I entered the door of no return. So when you enter a part of your life where you're not going to return back to, let's say, poverty, homelessness, whatever it is, you force yourself to make it work. So, and for some time, I couldn't really figure out, I couldn't really figure out why I was making it happen. And this video confirmed it. Like, it's real. If you put yourself in a scenario where you got to pay $10,000 a month, you're going to make $10,000 a month. And sometimes that also comes with a strong why. Like, in other words, E.T. Made a video where he was like, his wife's medicine was like $50,000, some shit like that, and or $100,000 a year. He made it happen because his why was strong enough. So in with the why I call it the responsibility hack, the door of no return, you can also simple it down and say, if your why is strong enough, you will find out the how. But if your why is not strong enough, you won't find a way.